The only benefit of it being standalone was that the people who couldn't afford to buy Far Cry 3 could still buy it to play the modding.
Oh, okay.
Because it obviously still carried the engine.
This is bullshit. These guys are even dodging the nuke. I mean, well, you know, they're sponging the nuke.
Which to make this bit difficult.
Yeah, I realise, but...
Because it's the final wave.
I don't even know what difficulty we're playing on.
I don't know either. I didn't bother looking. I know you set it to something.
Might be on hard or something.
Yeah. I think this is a bit... I think a lot of games get overlooked. And that annoys me. Because when I then go and buy the game, I kind of hope that there is still a community who plays it. You know, because like... Unreal Tournament, original, 1999 I think it was, the original. Right? That still has a cult following who still play it. I mean,
yeah.
My dad still plays the game.
And so does...
But you just don't get that anymore with computer games, do you?
CS 1.6?
Yeah, but that's of that old generation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think
Valve are the only people who manage to make games with that longevity.
Yeah. I think the problem is that nowadays people only ever play like COD or FIFA, and they only ever play the newest one. They don't.
See, I don't think that should make you a gamer.
No. That puts you in the same category as people that play Wii games.
Or iPhone.
Yeah, or well, mobile games, should we
Yeah,
say? But that doesn't count like handhelds. That just counts phones and tablets.
Yeah, I think you can still play a handheld game console and still be a gamer, because that's something you've had to buy just for all those games, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you could just play it on your PC that you already have.
Yes. Although,
I'll tell you what,
then, you know, does somebody that has an Xbox to play FIFA or COD, does that mean that they're a gamer? Because they bought something, or their parents have bought something that's for playing games.
I think that's more of a... the way I'm going to differentiate it is between whether it's a social device or not. For example, the Xbox is for playing multiplayer, but a Nintendo DS, up until recently, you couldn't play that as a multiplayer game. It was single player, or possibly the
pass around type thing.
Yeah, like the odd little doogad. But it was not a full game. You could play multiplayer, which I don't know. I think console gaming is just. I think the main reason I don't like console gaming, and it's this: it's that companies are paid to limit their games to the specifications of console for PC as well.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. For example, Watch Dogs, the most recent one, they were paid to make the PC graphics look the same as console graphics, so they could hide the fact that the next-gen consoles were actually a long way behind PC.
Exactly. I mean, whereas anybody that knows anything about the hardware side of things knows that the consoles are pretty bad compared to what a PC has.
Why do I need it? I can remote access my PC from my smart TV, meaning I can actually play my games. And what have I got? I've got Steam Big Picture, which just lets me run all my games on a console, essentially a console home face, while still being able to enjoy all my PC games with the saves and whatnot that I actually use and have, you know?
See, and that's the reason why I didn't understand the point in the Steam box.
Yeah, I don't understand the point in the Steam box, actually. You're right. I understand the idea of of being able to connect your PC over a wired network to the TV, but I don't understand buying another console.
No.
That's what it is. It's essentially an Xbox to compete. It's a PC to compete with the Xbox in the idea that they want it to be cheap and easy for everyone to get, and I don't feel like that should be how you play a game.
Exactly. I mean, you can actually, you can go and, you could actually go and buy a PC that's been made to do.
How much?
To do that, you don't need, or you could buy a small PC that does the same thing. Like, really, the only advantage to it is the fact that it will run slightly better than a Windows PC just because it's running Linux.
Yeah. I like Linux, actually. It's good OS.
But I mean, still, like, the amount of power that is actually going to save you, I'm sure, will be negligible. Like, you could just buy a slightly better graphics card for like £40-50 and.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be with where we are in our education. I don't think I should be playing as many computer games next year. So I don't think I'm going to do what I said I was going to do and build a brand new PC because I don't feel like I need it.
Right.
So because I should be working more, as my parents would say. But also, now that since I've been actually working, doing whatever I've been having to do, I feel like I'm moving further from gaming than I used to. You know?
Mhm.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep repairing the
How
device.
oh right, that's how you repair.
Middle mouse.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, like, don't go and buy some kind of don't go to PC World and buy a gaming PC because it's not a gaming PC. Don't go to Alienware and buy a gaming PC because unless you spend a huge amount of money, it's not a gaming PC. It's just...
I don't. It's the fact that it's gone to the point where it's all about margins. Because do you remember? Well, my dad would remember, and I remember the first time my dad brought home a computer game. Well, not the first time he brought home a computer game, but the first time he brought a game that was new to me home, right? And that game, was probably one of the Hitman games, no doubt. But back then, you sat down and you played the game, and you keep playing it, and because it wasn't being designed for a console audience. It was very much being designed for the audience who played the game.
Yeah. Well, see,
I
mean, I guess like one of the things that I really don't like about GTA is the fact that nobody actually plays the story. And like I love the story in those games, and I feel like it just gets overlooked because most people just go straight to the multiplayer, which isn't really the. Yeah.
I never played the multiplayer.
Well, the multiplayer is not even that great.
Well, actually, I think what happened with GTA when they fucked up all the servers,
Yeah.
And people had to physically go and play single player. I think that meant people got more out of it. But it's when you don't end up playing the game that you've paid for. It's people that buy Call of Duty only play multiplayer.
Exactly.
Even though there's a storyline. Albeit the story's shit, because it's a refab every year of the same thing of some terrorist organisation.
And it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, like, you don't know which previous Call of Duty it's in relation to,
Mm-hmm.
But it's still an entire part of the game that you should have played.
Yeah. That was there for you to play. They didn't want people to play it, they wouldn't have coded it in.
Yeah. Or I mean... Counter-Strike was not physically allowed to be sold as a physical game because it didn't have a storyline.
Mhm.
right?